This will be episode 111. Cycle 1883 and onward. This will be fun. I mean, it's always fun. Take care, Stella. Yeah, if you want to see the insanity of my base, then feel free to stick around for just a little bit longer. Otherwise, you have a good rest. I'll probably get everything set up and then go grab another drink. I'm gonna grab it beforehand, but I just want to make sure everything's working. I think we're about... what? I think we're almost 500 hours in. I do wish that the game's internal tick rate was actually up to snuff, but it isn't. It's the only downside with ONI specifically, is that the displayed game time in-game is not actually proper. Because I can track it via Steam numbers instead, and then subtract like 5 minutes before launch. Ouch. Come on, Oni. There we go. We'll do our standard priority check beforehand. We always do. Make sure everything is loaded. Ickelin. I forgot Gene is currently flying in space, so let's make sure he is loaded first. Out of precaution. Nothing exploded. I'm not seeing any warnings. I think we're good. We go turn them back on the nuclear reactor, and we should be good to go. Or that's already... what? I turned that off before we saved. Okay. I made actually absolutely sure I turned that off before we saved. Well, that's concerning. This is why we built a giant automated buffer gate, so that way we wouldn't have to worry about this thing accidentally exploding. Because stuff like this happens. It's like, I made absolutely sure that this was not going to be on yesterday. That's not good. There you on. Well, all the rest of the safety system is all engaged, so we're all good to go. And yes, the pips. How many do we have in there right now? In that room. Crazy base as well, if I could figure out how the hell I end up shoving my workers' heads into the ceilings. Thankfully, they've fixed most of that. A lot of the times what was happening, at least in base game, was that the dupes couldn't actually pathfind properly. So even though they were constructing, like say you had a dupe standing right here, and they were constructing a tile here, but there was ground here. The game would display them being here, but they were actually standing here. So what would happen is when they built the tile themselves, they would accidentally entomb their own head. Thankfully that has been fixed. But that was a thing that would happen a lot, actually. Which is why you would normally just not build with a space underneath it, just to prevent the dupes from technically glitching their way through terrain. I've had many instances where we had dupes actually teleport like hundreds of tiles away. Like they're on a ladder and then they're up here somehow. And it's like, wait, what? How? What? Game? What do you mean? But yeah, Clyde's been pretty good about getting fixes out. There are still some things that are just forever gonna be busted, but we can just live with it. It's not that big of a deal. If you build around it and add failsafes into your systems, then for the most part, you're pretty safe. And you can still have, you know, stuff explode and all kinds of other stuff when you save and load the game. It's just, you just kind of expect it. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But yes, our industrial brick. This might give someone a headache, but in all honesty, it's actually extremely well balanced. Yes, this is our entire main spline going all the way up here. And then all of the subsequent power grids are connected out from the actual primary grid. That's about as compressed as we could make it. And decor-wise, the entire living quarters is just pure, just eye-watering green. If only I can get more space artifacts, I could make the entire base green. I wouldn't have to worry about it. Now, the bigger thing that we need to worry about, what was it? Yes, follow. I need to move the excess food that we were using. I need to sweep. And I need to max order manual override, and that should get the ball rolling. That should get them to grab the stuff from the rocket. Yep. I know. Why do you have minor radiation sickness? Where were you? Hold up. I mean, yeah, sure. Working on this planet is very dangerous when you're working in space because it is a radioactive ocean. This is the hardest playthrough you can do. I think Bucket just got shot. Yes. Yes, they did. Okay. Yep. Also, I think we're having some more nuclear pasta problems. Yeah, we are. Okay. Give me 1 second. I need to clean up the nuclear pasta problem. Okay. So then for 1. Oops, I need you to come in here and mop this up immediately. Otherwise the system's going to get bogged down a little bit more than I would like it to be. And Bucket, seeing you just got shot by a rad bolt, go get healed. Ev, you should not be the one in this room. just as a heads up. Yeah, you shouldn't be the one in this room, you know. I mean, I'm fine with you doing it, but you really shouldn't be the one doing it. Here. I'm gonna order you to go to the bathroom. Somebody else could do this one. Thanks, Shell. There we go. And then I need to lower that down to 1, and that should pull everything out. Yep. Okay. So the rocket is now cleaned. We have our entire shipment of refined metals that we brought over from Drapella back, which is a lot of gold and a lot of cobalt. Refinery system is not working. How's the oxygen? I really need to sort this out. I think there was just not that much to begin with, and that's what's been causing the problem. Temperature-wise, yeah, it's mostly taken care of. I can probably just add 1 airflow tile and just let the system fill out the entire area. I like keeping this area oxygenated, just that way it keeps all the other gases compressed. It's not needed because technically you could just make it into a vacuum and you wouldn't have to care, but it's just nice to have. Also, all the power is still working fine, or is it? No, it is not. Why is it not? I feel like there's a cable somewhere messed up. Oh? Good luck, Atu. Yeah, we should be inputting power into there. What's going on? 95. Huh. Should be overriding the whole system. Oh wait, that's actually putting it the other way. That would explain the situation. It's probably taking from the power draw on that. Really need to get this actual cable connected to this cable. That's my current problem that needs to be done. Something I was going to work on over time, but it looks like it needs to be done now. Let's see. I actually do have plenty of spare resources. Connect it like this. And then that to that. And I need to strip all of that. It should all be gold. That's pretty nutty. On NA, or on PC version, it's not even close to that. That was just tier 5. So it's, is it level 8, I think? I can't remember. I don't remember all the Omni Tool levels. Crap. I probably need to go pull up Trobosaurus to double check, but it's one of the later ones. It's one that allows you to dig up tier 5s. Once you get tier 5, you can dig everything. Yeah, getting Bardium and Trove is a pain. I've done it once and I will never do it again. It was worth it at the time. Not so much now to do it, but it was definitely worth it at the time. Yep, then that would be the one. Level 8 is the one for Bardium. Anything in level 5, which is the Ancient Gear, Lunarium, Mightstone, and Everlight, those are the ones. That's the tier that is needed to actually get Bardium. The downside is you need the gas tool upgrade so you don't die down there. Because remember, if you don't have the ability to reduce the consumption of gas at level 5, the second you step foot in that floor, it will kill you. Like, your character will just go dead. Like, instant dead. That's like, yeah, don't do that. If you're already at level 8, you should be fine then. If you can get down and survive in level 5, you're fine. And I'm assuming you're grabbing more resources. Yeah, you probably are. Let's see. Where is Vern going? Okay. Yep, he's just grabbing resources. Okay, that's fine. Also, I want to check on the reactor. 19. May need to lower this to 60 seconds. Looks like it might be off timers. Yeah, I would definitely say go for that, sure. Oh, I got another seed analysis. Super specialized. Reliable temperatures minus 80. Yield amount 100%. Needs 250 rad. It's not terrible. Though the temperature could be problematic. Where is it? I would literally be right at like 22 to 18. Omni gas and boots. Good luck, man. I also enjoy the like gremlin animation that the dupes get when they're working the botanical analyzer. Where's Kyo's hitbox? Yep, where are you? There. Nope. There you are. They're currently standing right there. They're just animating to the left and right. Let's see. What is your skills at for research? Science is already at level 1. Good. I think they've analyzed maybe 6 plants. Slug or muckroot? Hordes, highlight my message. You're supposed to type something in, Hordes. A quick learner with critter aversion. No! Ending Bod said no. Heavy Jester Gourmet, nope. Sluglet, we're not taking it. Muckroot it is. Well, I mean, it's not being a jackass, it's just like, Hordes, type something in, then press the button. Actually, let me do this just for the funsies. We'll do minimum, and minimum. How powerful is that Rad Bolt right now? Gotta wait for it to get out of the system. 200, well, 197.2. Oh, that's funny. If I remember right, you could actually just press that button and it should just do that automatically. Which is also kind of funny. Okay, we have all of our refined resources. I need to immediately stuff them in here. Because I need to send these over. We're going to set for manual use with gold. And that should do it. I also want to fill this thing up with sweep only gold. That way, once they fill the conveyor loader at this system, it gets completely packed full of crap. Then we can fill up this one and then drop it out as we need it. And that should keep the ball rolling. Ev, why have you not gone to the bathroom to take care of your problem? What's your bladder at? 80%. Well, you kind of did. Still at 115. Oh, that was very close. They're just barely below the shot range. Just barely. That was a little concerning. And we still got to refill the nuclear rocket. These are at 186 to 200 randomly. Did you spike to 200 there? How did you spike to 200? Huh. Don't know. Keep that one loaded. Yeah, we're sending gold over here to Ickelin. We will probably actually send food as well. Our Paku are actually getting to a point where they might be self-sustaining, but it's going to be a bit. Actually need food that's actually capable of being built up. Minutes opening. Yeah, you're going to be there for like 10 minutes, man. The good news is it's not 10 hours. Standard eggs are 10 hours, remember? I still don't know why the devs haven't fixed that, but yeah, pretty annoying. Okay, I'm going to actually lock dev out of leaving. Because I want them to deal with their radiation sickness before they cause a problem. So I will allow Zorbrick, Kyo, and Zhao, and Squiggly Potatoes, if they were here. Brim's still leveling, so they're not ready yet. Keep putting him on the wheel. Any more skills? Yeah, they're 12 seconds. I'm just glad that they're not 10 hours. That's all that matters. Like seriously, it's a pretty good event. I'll give them that. Trove did a good job on, like, Game & Go did a good job with this year's Valentine's event. It's a good one. It's sad that it goes away tomorrow, like at reset tomorrow. Not now, but yeah. Okay, all of our radioactive plants are just kind of trucking along. Cooling down the magma hellhole is also working out pretty well. This is still going to take forever. I hate this one the most just because I'm like, we've cleaned out so much, and even if I was to like seal this off, the sheer amount of energy that is tied up in molten rock and like semi-liquid rock is just ridiculous. Hey KJ, welcome back. I bet put me to sleep with Odie, please. I mean, it'll happen when it happens, but I will bet that you will probably fall asleep whenever you do. I will admit this, the music is very good in ONI. 100%. Making sure everything else is working fine and nothing has exploded. All the Dracos are quite happy. Yep. Mastery 50? Yep. Yeah, getting that out is important. Ah, this is such a slow process. I'm slowly cleaning out down here and moving it into our steam box, and then purifying it by just heating it up. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. I may need to actually add... Let me do this real quick. Utilities, ship plate, gold. There we go. Should get around to cleaning that up shortly. Pressure in here is all looking perfectly fine. Pressure in here is going up. Ah, good. Yep, we're returning back to our normal pressure rates. Eventually all this deep blue will be cyan again. I don't have to worry about it. How was Ickelin doing? I'll be honest, I really need to scoot this around. Like, sadly the bathroom will stay as one, but the rest of this needs to be moved over. This ladder needs to be finally cleaned up proper. Water is still getting scooted, very good. Okay, all those guys are nice and safe in there. We should probably vent this room down to here. Been kind of on the list. Downside is, as you can kind of see, we don't have the resources right now because, well, we kind of consumed everything. Good news, we are sending materials over. Bad news, probably need to switch everything over to plastic. On crystallizers are 500k. Oh, yeah, those things. I think they're way more expensive on our version. Can't remember. How much plastic do we have? 15k! Okay, yeah, we can do that. What to convert first? Yeah, I think they're more expensive on ours. Most things again, most things on PC versus the Switch version of Trove is much more expensive. No idea what they saw in your version. Needs to be insulated. This doesn't. That does. This does not. I don't really want natural tiles here. This will be the breeding pen. We'll have a chlorine set of puffs for the squeaky puffs down here. Standard puffs are up here. Steam room is in here. Resin processing will be done in here and then sent on up here. Most likely this will also be sealed off because nuclear rockets. At least in that order anyway. I may actually make the liquid block down here. We do not have enough material to make everything that I need here. It's definitely a problem. That's only one thing. For that. You're only going up to 60, so that's fine. Let's be put in a box. Same with this one. That's literally as much material as we have. We're out. It's terrible. Oh, it's so bad. Oh no. Doesn't sell on. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start shipping in igneous rock. Oof. That's rough. Could probably replace the roof. That's really all I can do here. Yeah, exactly. I wish you luck. I'll do it in this order first. Yeah, I'm just trying to conserve resources to the best of my abilities. Like, how much standard igneous rock do we have on this planet? Almost none. I know, big profit. I'll be happy once we can get all the materials I need. Also, let me 9 priority that. We'll do the easy strip pieces first. I'm literally just trying to recycle components here to the best of my abilities. We should be getting in quite a bit of gold now. Another shipment of 200. How's the temperature's looking? Not great. Not terrible. Not great. That's going to just stay as 108 degrees. There's really not going to be anything I can do about the nuclear waste setup because we are pumping more active nuclear waste into this tile. So the amount of thermal mass inside of this single tile is going to get to ridiculous levels. But the temperature really isn't going to go up. Because there's so much mass here, it would take forever for it to warm up or cool down. So it'll just kind of stagnate. Which is not bad at 108. Yes, we definitely need to get more nuclear waste into the system, because I need more rads. More rads equals more rocket launches, which means more resources acquired from space, which means more progress. Good luck, Atu. Workstone is kind of a pain in the butt. Personal recommendation, if nobody is doing public delves in Trove, say you queue it up and nobody's queued in, you can go into a public delve, and it will most likely throw you in solo. And when you do that, you can mine everything after you've cleared the whole floor and killed the boss. You do not need to open the portal. You can go back and loot the entire cave, and then proceed to the next floor. I do that a lot, actually. Especially around now, because, you know, resets in 30 minutes, there's actually not that many people on, because it's 4:30 in the morning. It's a really good time to go and gather resources. The reason that you do it in public delves and Trove is because, technically speaking, in privates, you cannot use dragons. Like the actual, like, you can't use fort. You can't use tank turtle. You can't use a lot of the stuff that you would normally use for mining purposes. So it's just easier to do it in public delves where you can use them. But that would be my recommendation. But yeah, I normally do fort grinds like at 3 in the morning from time to time in there on resource days. Like nobody really does it, so you just kind of get free reign of each map. It's quite nice, actually. How much weight is currently right there? I feel like the system is not kicking on. And yet I know that we're getting more nuclear waste, so I'm like, something feels off. The reactor, is your timing off due to the save load bug that we just had, or what's wrong? You are not loaded. Or is the lock system not working again? Let me check. No, it's working. Let me just force a unload here, see what's going on. Okay, dropped it. Activated it, it grabs it, and deploys. Oh, it's not getting enough time to prime it, that's the problem. There we go. Okay, that was the issue. Thank you, Joe. But yes, this was not priming properly for a second. I'm assuming because the game ticks are getting slightly longer, so I gotta increase it to 3% from 2%. You got every dev valve? Damn, nice. And that was the problem. I was like, wait a minute. I think your UPS is slowing down just a little bit. Probably because of more space research that we've been doing. As long as we don't touch the Moo planet, we're fine. We saved that one for last. As that is the worst one to tank your game. It's not like a, you know, it's not a game ender. It's just that your frame rates and everything else will kind of crap out after that point. You normally want to save that one for last, especially when you want to mutate plants, because gas grass is on the list. I go to colony summary, and we head down to the achievement. Gas grass, I believe, is still on the list, which means we still have to get there. Ash sprout, sleet, wheat, spindly, bomb lily, bog bucket, peppermint, waterly. Yep, gas grass. The one I don't like. The one and only plant that destroys entire runs. Not really destroys it, but just makes everything tedious. You need an exuberant amount of cold chlorine. All sources of chlorine are 60 degrees centigrade. Not fun. Because chlorine doesn't get cold. It just gets annoying. Yep. Hey, congrats, Atu. Yep. So the nuclear reactor is still working, just not making as much nuclear waste as I was expecting. Still feel like our timing is off just a little bit. Oh, no, there it goes. No you don't. It can spawn at any depth. Deploy the radiation. That's still at 81 there. No problem, Atu. 22, 23, 20, 19. Yeah, the only time this door is open, I should mention, is when the radiation is coming into the room. As long as this is radiated, then the dupes can actually pick it up. I still don't know how they're going to handle this door, though. It is a bit of a concern. Because, you know, it's 440 rads per cycle in that tiny little space. Not exactly the most safe of locations, but it should be okay. I think. I'll probably send Kyo in, actually, to deal with it. They are capable. Also radioactive and also 33% radiation resistant, so... it's quite nice. Oh, getting some more chunks of solid nuclear waste. Always good. Assuming that's from the bees. And grind every class leader's boards up. Yeah, make sure you do that before the end of Sunday. How's Ickellin's food? Still falling, which is never a good sign. There's still adult Paku running around, which means that there's still food to be gained, but we are down to 1,200 already. I need more Paku. And I need... Okay, so all that's done. Let me add at least plastic ladders up to there. That one doesn't need to be plastic. This will get cut off eventually anyway. This was for building purposes. We switch this out right there and clean this up. Yes. Definitely ought to. Okay. Well, the base is actually looking a little bit better. Ever so slowly, we will get the system worked in. I'm flat out just recovering all of my rock. Because we need more insulated tiles, and we don't have the materials. If I think what 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Like literally out of materials. Damn it. I do need to install plastic on these. The downside is I'm pretty sure the germs are still... Yep. Good news. We do have foil set to kill everything. Bad news, it's still pretty bad in there. Good news, plastic does kill germs when it touches. So, hopefully it will help. It'll help a little. Hopefully. Okay, we're still overproducing oxygen, which is always good. I'm very content with that. I mean, 9 priority these, that way they actually get around to doing it. We are getting more gold, which is good. Why do I see chlorine? What's going on with this? Removal ores. Oh, there's the problem. Wait. Bleachstone in there. Bleachstone is very precious to me. Game, come on. Okay, there's just a tiny amount of it. 240? Yes, it is. Fair enough. Have you been engrossed staring at the dupes running around? If so, that's also fair. Be switching to light mode. That is also fair, Seahorse. Sleep well. Make sure that bleed's in there. Yes, we should be going for pretty much like an extra hour and 20 minutes here. Actually, probably 2 hours. Now, there's 20 minutes will put us at 5, another hour will put us at 6, and another one after that will put us at 7. So, yeah, about 2 hours and... About 2 hours, 90 minutes. So we're good to go. Higher priority that. Eventually I need to get a suit set up for this side of the map. But for right now, I think we're okay with just putting them down if I have the resources. We do have the gold now. Hooray for sending it all using the railgun. Huzzah. Okay, first things first. Replace all the wires. Finally fix this mess of a wire network. Make sure the kitchen is all done there. Do 75, why not just do 4 to 5 more floors and get 2 more? Depends on where you start. Worse than anything else there, Atu? I think we're out of gold again, aren't we? Yes, we are. Damn. Well, still gold, still gold. I just need to make sure. Okay. The primary power line needs to be switched over to gold. Really badly. We have a lot more gold to send over. We have, I think, almost 70 tons worth of gold to send. Okay, so that will be the sweep order for gold. I need to make sure that the sweep... damn it. It probably needs to stay as that until this is fulfilled. Yeah. Yeah, we have almost 80 tons of gold that needs to be shipped over. So we're just gonna have to wait. Also, why did somebody go in the rocket? Temperature in here is still pretty bad. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Come on, guys. Fulfill the order. Thanks, Grim. Keep fulfilling the order. That's like top priority for you guys. The more gold we get sent over, the more cabling we can do, the faster we can automate Experiment 52B, and the faster we can get ISO resin. Which means I can finally fix all the fridges on every planet. Which will be amazing. I'll be so happy when this is all nice and level. And then they will stop getting the wet debuff. I'll also be able to fix this finally, so it will stop looking so jank. Because I could just remove this and just add it right here. Should I? I might need to move this over. I definitely need to install that. Or I forget. The igneous rock? Yes. Also, love the little sixtures. They're great. Nuclear reactor, double check the weights. All good. Okay. Here we say switch little gems to some other class and kill the boss. Or remember, you can actually kill the boss with any class, and then switch your character if you're not in a public delve. If you're in a private delve and trove, you can kill the boss with any class, switch classes, and then open the box, and it counts. It is tedious, but that is how you do it. Might want to... probably not yet. I'm like, should we switch this over to an actual exploration rocket and just spamming rockets? But the only real place I need to go to is over here, which this can't reach. This would be a one-way trip, and there is nothing I can do about it. Or would it be? Actually, no, it's 9. It's just... it's one tile. I get one tile of safety. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we can actually get there now, though. We couldn't do that one. We can do that one. We can do that one. I do not want to land here. I'm going to assume that the lava planet is probably over here. It's either here to absolutely make me hate myself, otherwise it's probably in this little cluster there, or it's all the way down there. If it's anywhere near the Moo planet, I'm going to be like just in actual pain. Because I really don't want it to be there. Wait a minute. Oh, that was just a graphic. Never mind. I was like, why is there an egg there? The animation should have picked it up. Actually, where is Grim right now? Grim, where are you? You're all the way at the bottom. Ah, good. Where are your skills at? Engineering 12, Athletics 16, Science 5. Agriculture is actually 1. Good, good. I do think I am going to allow you to start doing radioactive plants. Just need to find you on my list. There. Let's see. Supercomputer usage. Botanical analyzer. That's the one. Grim does want that. We've gotten exosuit training. We have basic research set up. I probably do want to give them all the way to Masterworks. We really do need to give them to the Botanical Analyzer. So we are going to rush to that. I think we're going to keep the same hats, though. You know what? No. Upgraded hat. There you go. Congratulations. You now have the nicer hat. Once it loads. There it goes. Yes, they should be able to handle the Botanical Analyzer. And we should also be able to get some new printables. Nytophobic, hard digging rancher, researching 9, not bad. Uncultured, pretty good. Green thumb, alright. But you have decreased machinery. Little good that that research does for you. Ah, damn it. That sucks. Digging and ranching, caregiver, uncultured, and kitchen menaced. Not terrible, but I wish that was flipped. 3 husbandry to start with is pain. I think we're just gonna take the bristleberries. Waldo's not that bad if this was mid-game. Ari would have been good if Luddite hadn't happened. Is researching for a green thumb, so pushing into farming. It would slow down their machine operating with the Botanical Analyzer, and this can actually take a while. So, their ability to gain EXP would suck. Which would be kind of like being a slow learner for a long time. Why break the box before switching classes? Yes. That can be a problem. How is our radiation? Nice and green. Ah, it's beautiful. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the temperatures, we just have to worry about the pressure in here. It looks like it's pretty forgiving now that we've automated removal of it. Also, we're not running at full tilt, so it's not, you know... We're not dumping 60 kilograms of steam every 10 cycles into this box, so I don't have to clean it out every time. Okay, everything is now back in line. Good. Map cleaning... I'm almost tempted to just igneous rock our way to victory on this and try to seal this room off a little bit just to reduce the temperatures. Like, I know it's not actually going to help that much and it will actually slow down the overall cooling, but I want my dupes to be able to come in here and remove the igneous rock without cooking to death. Thanks, Atsu. Candy barb done. Good. Yes, I do want to be able to at least walk in this room without dying. Because if I can get to here safely, we can eject the steam in and then pour more cold water in here and then just hope. It's really the only way. I'm going to be ejecting a ton of water, which I don't know if we actually had that much. Yeah, we're still having water issues. Oh wait, yeah, good. I was about to say please tell me that's a hatchling. It is. Good. Yep. Good luck. Yeah, my dupes just aren't using the bathroom enough. I need to add another sink. Is that what's going on? What are you doing? Whatever. Okay. Oops. Can you, bring these pips from there to there? Thanks. I don't know what's going on. I know, it's like, there's 2 of them there. So I'm like, okay, pips? Sure. That's weird, but alright. Like, are they... I don't know what they're doing. I know there's a plant there. There's a mealwood plant there. There's 907 kilograms of water. So, nah, man. No. They're going back in the pen. These are free roaming ones, which I didn't mind, but now that they're literally stuck in a corner in an area I really don't want them to be stuck in, We're definitely going to scoot them out of there for their own safety. Oops, please recover the pips. And it is fully accessible. Thanks, Avy. Yeah, we don't want our pips randomly dying in water. Especially when it's only really up to, like, their neck. Maybe, can you get down there and move them? Okay, good. Okay, we got one of them. Burn. Thank you for getting the other one. Oh, yes, they need to stay in their actual pen. I'm glad I recovered them, but it's just definitely a... can we not have the pips randomly trying to kill themselves in water? That would be bad. They have literally one of the most beautifully designed just little areas for themselves, and I don't even have to care. There you go. Actually, this should be the 6. There you go. All the food you guys could ever need. We even have technically algae grass to walk on. Nope. Why are you not grabbing that? There we go. Okay, so all that's working fine. Nuclear reactor is still operating at peak capacity. That's good. Anybody injured? Hellshot's injured and Sandray's. Sandray's probably getting stabbed by the bees. And Hellshot probably got hit by one of the crabs. 80 points is normally a crab. Because you're allowed a red bolt. One of the two. So, fine metals. Gold. Our priority, please. We still have tons of gold up here, guys. Come on. Actual tons of gold, which is a problem. This really needs to be extended this way. Have the materials to do this? Kind of. We've recovered quite a bit of sedimentary rock. Not great, but it is enough. Actually, let's see. I really gotta start cleaning up more of this area. Yes, Urban 52B, weirdly enough, can fit in a recreation room. Don't ask me why this is a thing. It just works. Doesn't negatively impact the dupes. They don't see it as a threat. It's idle. I don't know why it works. I just accept it. What happened, Natu? What broke? Did it crash? Did Trove you? Lag. Oh no. The other terrible thing that happens from time to time. Okay, Rockup's working fine. Oh hey, they actually almost got it done. Good, good. Where is it? We're actually going to use a powerless solar panel for one very specific reason. This will actually create a room, number one. Number two, solar panels have 0 radiation resistance. So I can put all of my nuclear plants up here and not care. Downside, obviously, is that I do need to tiling right there and right there. And I need to add a door. Do I really... I should probably add a door so that I can actually make it in sealed room calculations. I really want to... If... Kind of a 50-50. Yeah, why not? Screw it. I can actually add farming equipment in here later, and then that would count. Bountiful was the other one. $15 to $25. Woof. Juicy again. Juicy was roughly about the same. I'm mostly just slapping all of them down just that way I can compare them. Super specialized. Bountiful, and then easy going. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done anything with radioactive plants. Over a year, actually. But hey, at least we have a perfect setup for it. There we go. Okay, now we need steel. Steel. But yeah, whenever we get radioactive plants, I could probably just add a cooling loop or a heating loop. And then we could just run them in here. The sad part is, this thing will never, ever, ever, I do mean that, ever be able to generate power, but it does create an enclosed room that is also airtight. Once the doors are applied and fluids are injected, we don't have to care. Because none of this will leak. I just need the doors installed and we can add some liquids in there. Probably petroleum. I don't really feel like using super coolant for it, but it's like, we could in theory. I just don't really want to do that. It would be funny though. Make sure that's 8 so they don't pull from there. So a giant pile, and I do mean giant pile of gold just sitting here. Dupes. Hurry it up. We have refined metals that must make it to Ickelin. We have cabling to do. And then I can fix this mess. It's really the problem here, is I need to fix this. Didn't count? What happened? What didn't count? Are you opening the standard chests or the boss chests? Are you using a shadow key or not? If you're using a shadow key... Okay, so... The shadow key boss chest... Oh. Somebody's scalding. Einard, why are you on the other side of the protective shield I'm making you build? Why? Why in the hell are you up here? Sir, what are you doing? Move your ass. Now. Move your ass. Okay. He is being completely an idiot. You have the rock here. What are you doing? God damn it. Yeah, Shadow Tower chests are the only ones that count. Also, god damn it, Vinard. What the fuck? Those are also the only chests that give crystal gear. So you should only be going for the boxes of the shadow kills, specifically to get C4 gear. Because none of the other standard room floors count. Thanks, Cactus. You're using the shadow tower keys to open the boxes. Oh, you mean for the leaderboards? I don't know why that's still in there. Like, the devs killed shadow towers in general. Don't know why they keep that there. Yeah, Spinard, god damn it, man. Why? Why did you go complete full retard on me and go on this side? Never do that. You have tons of material. We're still delivering materials and taking it from here. What are you doing? The one that you shoot doesn't count because it's not going to give you anything. If you're okay, so in Delves and Trove, if you are under the PR requirement or the PR of the world floor, so if you're in U10, you do not get the rewards. Your character can't be there normally in the overworld. You are not going to get rewards from the standard boxes. But you get rewards from the Shadow Tower boxes when you open them because it consumes the key. The key consumption has no level requirement. That's what you need to be going for, Atu. Damn it. Well, at least we have a doctor here. Yes. Ah. I poor dupe. God damn it. Why did you go past the line? Why? Why did you go full retard on me? Never go full retard. Never do that. Only the Shadow Tower boxes are going to count anyway. They're the only thing that counts in there. When you're clearing floors, that's all that matters. That's how Delves work. Unless you're going for like the Hex Dragon, which again takes 7 months of grinding. Hey, we broke 60. Yes. Oh man, 60,000 nuclear radiation. Ugh. Go faster. More rads. We're approaching a nuclear reactor in the core. Beautiful. Keep doing your thing, buddy. So beautiful seeing that much nuclear waste. Eventually I could just make these things collide and create nuclear waste and we could just ship it off. If I really wanted to. The only real issue is, let me zoom out before I blow everyone's eardrums out. I do need to move these things up. That's why we have just enough extra space to do so. But that will be a little rough. I should probably do that before it gets worse. Maybe. It's just for reference, so everyone knows. This is the range at which the tile is currently working. So technically speaking, I just need to actually flip these upside down, and then I'll be back to normal. Because if they were sitting on this tile, 1,900, and that's 1,094. Yes, the sheer amount of radiation in there is ridiculous. Also, for anyone wondering, yes, these are airflow tiles. Yes, they are not supposed to be able to have liquid in them. And also, yes, we currently have 3.8 kilograms of nuclear waste stuck in that one, and 48 grams of nuclear waste in that one. So 3.8 kilograms in that one. That is a lot. Thankfully, it's not affecting the radiation blocking, but that is a lot. There's a lot of nuclear waste just kind of hanging out inside of an airflow tile that shouldn't be possible, but bugs happen. We've been going for a long time. Bugs happen. Okay. It hasn't exploded and it hasn't like self-detonated, so I think we're okay. I do gotta be careful of the temperature though. It should be fine, but it's still slightly concerning. I thought it was both there, ought to, at least with the shadow tower boxes. As it counts for, it's not even for that, it should just be for the floor counts. Unless there's some sort of weird thing with that right now. Sorry, little pip. Oh, we are getting close to 10 million food though. That's very good. Still concerned about that just a little bit, but it seems to be okay. Do we have any exposure here? Nope. Ah, good. Actually, I think the 36 was 140. Cool. So the fluorescent killed some of it. Huzzah! I love aggressive, friendly germs. When you have a giant cloud of floating fluorescent in this game, it's hyper aggressive and capable of killing everything that's dangerous while being friendly to your dupes. So it's like, hooray! It eradicates other problems that I don't really want to deal with. Good job, plants. A bigger problem is I do need to vent this room. And I need to vent it straight down. Into here. That also means is that if I really want to do this right, use a bridge so we don't actually have to go into the room. That's probably the best option that we can do. And that will make it so that the dupes do not need to enter the room to build everything. And that will flood the system, at least the puffs down there, with polluted oxygen and oxygen. Yeah, how much extra gold do we... Oh, nice. Finally. Reasonable resource values. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, all of these bridges need to be moved. There's so much stuff I gotta scoot. That is awful on so many levels. I also need to scoot this. let's see. We need to move the water sieve to the left. We need to restructure the pipe network. Oh, goodness. I can finally put more stuff on the actual grid, the power grid specifically. Because not everything's going to be running 24/7, but the stuff that does run 24/7 needs to be powered the entire time without issue. Yep. I'm just looking at it like, how are we going to do this? Damn it, damn it, damn it. Because this needs to be scooted here? No. Yes. Yeah, this actually has to go like right here. Okay, okay. Okay, dupes. Time for a small overhaul and clean up. Also, this one needs to be built so you don't get whacked by the by experiment 52B. Get that tile done, clean that one up. Dupe, don't stand there. Thank you. Please don't stand exactly where you're building the tile, because you can get it ported that way, or that way. I don't want to find out either one. Okay, let's remove the ladders. Those are no longer needed. That. 2, 3, that needs to be scooted there. This pipe needs to go here to here. So, actually, let me just cancel that one real quick. We need the merger there, so that way the pipe will not overfill the system. There's so much pipe work that needs to be rejigged. Like, seriously. It will give me more space, though. I'll say that right now. Most of this needs to be completely reconfigured. This is actually okay. This needs to be squished this way, though. So that way I can allow the pipe that will be going from all the way down here, all the way up past here and into space. Deconstruct that. And I need to add this here. And we need to deconstruct this one. Actually been working pretty well for 148 days already. That's pretty nice. Pop out in water format. It should go right back through the system. This needs to be disconnected. This bridge needs to go. That needs to be deconstructed. This all needs to be reconstructed. This ladder needs to go there. This thing needs to be constructed. We're scooting everything over finally. At least giving ourselves some extra space here. Been a bit, but it's finally getting done. Power-wise, I need to attach this to this grid. Which means I can deconstruct all of that. Actually, we should probably keep with the rest of these. I really need to get rid of these bridges. They're gonna cause overpowering and just blowouts all the time. Okay, dupes. So all of that, and all of that. Bring me the gold. You wouldn't mind. I also really hate that I have to get rid of this pedestal because the pedestal is actually very powerful. It's a 71.5, but it is exactly in the wrong spot. Which, yeah. I could technically leave it there, I guess. Oh god, this is such a bad idea. That's frustrating. It's all getting reconnected. Actually, this is connected to this grid. Which is connected there. That's all nice and isolated on its own. And excess power is dumped into it through there. I need to get rid of these wire bridges badly. We're just doing a ton of rebuild right now because we finally can do it. That's good. As long as you're making progress, that's what matters, man. Do I want to send this through the pipe? And let's make it aesthetically pleasing, shall we? Let's see here. Yeah, I'll definitely need to bridge that over. So that connects with this. This can all be deconstructed finally. This power line can be scooted over. So this battery needs to be moved. Sacrifice seafood. See what we got here. Slug eggs. Good old plug slugs. Let's see. Steve, interior decorator, animal lover. If only you weren't a level 1, Steve. God damn it. It's like a level 5. I would probably take him on this one. Can't cook. So I can't leave him alone. But he's definitely a pretty good dupe besides that. Decorating, building, skilled exosuit training. That is fantastic. Green thumb, pretty good. Slow learner. Actually, cancer. That's terrible. 30% skill learning speed on all skills, no matter what you do. It is very bad. That hurts. I don't really want to call in Plague Slugs here because I'll eat all the gold amalgam, which would be very bad. Don't really have a spot for them back at the other. Thinking. I guess Rudibo? Yeah, I guess we can take him here. That's the only place that has a containment field for him. Like, absolutely flat out. This is the only planet I have that I can actually contain them on. Safely, anyway. That is set for manual use, right? There we go. There's so much gold around. Yep. Please grab the plug slugs. Great. Okay, good. I'll make use. Put that 9. Don't know why that one's floating, but okay. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, that's the only place I can contain plug slugs safely, anyway. Put my metal ore in there. Plastic is stored there, which is all good. Hey, dupes, I really need you guys to do this. Come on. Luminous ring quarry is good. I think they were actually pretty good, yes. Yes, this one is currently disconnected. Yes. Yeah, those ones are actually pretty good. Gonna 9 priority most of this right now. So that way they get that one done. Okay, the suits have been reattached. It's very important. This one is the second one that needs to be reattached. And that also. Oh, what'd you do, Hordes? I was originally going to isolate these two networks. I might just connect them normally instead of needing the bridge. 1,500 to 1,400. You know what? Yeah. Good. Connect them normally. Why not? There we go. Why did you do that? Why did you do that to yourself? Hordes, no! It's a trap! You get more metamatter, but most is guaranteed. Yep. Yes, why? Why would you do that to yourself, man? It was a ruse, and you fell for it again. Oh yeah, let's just make this nicer looking. My own sanity. And so I no one bugs me about it. Okay, let's get all of that nice and attached. A nice improvement to the overall power grid's look. It'll be nice and mostly straight besides a couple connection points. Not that kind of trap, Hordes. Do I need to get you the copium? Because all I just heard from you was copium. Yeah, just do that too. It's definitely worth it. I mean, for time-wise, anyway, in Trove. You got 1 day left anyway. You're less than 24 hours. Because the Valentine's event ends on the 20th. So, yeah. Good luck. Gather as much as you can. We'll be here in Action Not Included. Try to get everything nice and tidy. The best of my abilities, so everything looks good and functions. Also, while we build up more and more nuclear waste. 61,413.2. Go, 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 go. Give it to your ONI. Brad, now. I'm sorry, but my dupes have a finer taste than that. Oh, wing. Someone's getting attacked. Was it? I know, Commander Hellshot, where are you? Where is he? I know he's somewhere around here. I want to see what he got hit by. Ah, yep, he got hit by the freaking god dang crabs. Damn you, quantum crabs. I should say quantum lobsters. But yes, the poke shells can actually hit him when he's running the rock crusher, if I'm looking at a different map. I was like, why? Who's fleeing? Who's fleeing? Went to check. Yep. He took 10 points of damage, which means he got slapped once. But yes, the poke shells can actually reach your dupes sometimes when the map compresses, if they're on the same actual creature layer, and your dupes, when they use a rock crusher, puts them on the same layer as poke shells. So, technically speaking, the game is thinking that he's actually standing right here, when he's all the way over here. It's a problem. Also can happen with bees. Which really sucks when you have like a bunch of bees cleaning out uranium, and then you change maps, and then somehow all of your bees are dead because they all stabbed like 10 dupes, and you're like, what just happened? And it's just, well, they quantumly tunneled through everything while you weren't looking. And they Schrodinger catted their way to victory on this one. Even though, you know, you didn't want them to die, and you need them to make more uranium. Guess you need more nuclear waste. It has been a struggle sometimes. I know. We had to completely other granite. Sedimentary rock, go. Oh yeah, once you get the upgrades, it's pretty good. And what do you mean you beg to differ, Hordes? I read that and was like, what do you mean? There's way finer things than what you just described. Yeah, it is, pretty much. And do I want to connect it directly? Yeah. I'm fine making it look a little bit better. And you go to there. You connect it to that, and to that. Deconstruct all of that. Yeah. We can clear that completely. That down. I will have you know that we have never had a death once in here. Actually, any of my bases since the first ever base ever. I think you're thinking of Sume, who literally inadvertently kills all of his duplicates and then asks what happened. And I'm like, how? like, what did you do? Why are they all dead? What the... Why? I have many questions, but most of them is just, how did you mess this up? You're 15 cycles in and everyone is dead. What did you do? I still don't understand how he did that. Ah, 30% already. Good, good. But yes, I don't understand him sometimes. I really don't. Nice. So happy we're going up and up and up. I know that we have overproduced our oxygen, by the way. Currently our extra storage container is 55 kilograms per tile. Give me 15. That's a lot, dude. I approve of the enthusiasm, but that's kind of nutty. Yeah, we've overpressurized the base just a wee bit. Gib. Gib. I approve. Oh. Oh, not enough. I'm very glad I made all this ceramic ahead of time. This entire pipe is ceramic. Has so much excess. I'm thinking I might need to crush this nuclear fallout. Like, I could totally reclaim it. It's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of tedious. It's just kind of hanging out down here, just chilling. Being a minor nuisance. You got the 7 over? Nice. Okay. I am assuming that no one has actually come back in here to do this after we had that accident of someone actually walking up here and getting cooked. When they are designed to stand here where it's safe. Like, what are you doing? Okay, Vern, where are you going? Yeah, build from down here where it's safe. Do not go up where it's dangerous. I know it's hot. Your suit can handle that temperature. If you go up there, it can't. You are just barely in temperature safety. Still in temperature safety. Once it breaks 1099.9, that's when he starts getting cooked. Oh, he's so close. He goes up. Yep. Oh, yep, there he goes. This is gonna hurt. Yep, there it is. Ouch. Ouch. Come on, dude. One more. One more and you're getting a cooling bath. Come on. Hurry it up. That way you won't ever go there and ever again. Good. Move, move, move. Don't care about building. Do not care. Cool down. Cool the suit. Cool the suit. And under the stand under the steam engines where it's literally off gassing. I gotta get his body temperature down. There we go. Whew. Toasty. Okay, Leonard made it out with only minor wounds. He'll be okay. And he will no longer accidentally wander into the danger zone. Because I should mention, everything pretty much from here up is dangerous. And everything from here over is deadly. Because, yeah. The suit can only handle up to 1099.9. And the second he breaks that, that's when you start seeing damage. So anything over that is instantaneous kill range, which is very bad. Like 4 on the first day. First one was a heart. Nice. But yes, this should keep him from accidentally walking this way, so we're good there. What did you do? An image your post. Ords, what did you do? Oh, you finally got the thing? Hey man, Nightblood's doing me a job. And he's doing it well. Yeah, they're 1,500. Abhorrence are 10,000, so. Also, I do see it. You finally got your thing? After all this time? Nice. Congratulations. I do also need to add a hydro sensor made out of gold. So glad we have all this gold now. Thank goodness we've been shipping it over. I can also, now that we have enough, this. I will plate the bathrooms with gold, because we can. We have just enough. There we go. So, this is what the bathroom looks like right now, which is red as all hell because, well, the power spine is going right through it. So, the core values are in the toilet. This should hopefully alleviate some of that. I also probably want to convert some of this into heavy. Yep, heavy can want conductive wire to reduce the core drain. It's not going to make that much of an impact, but you will see more green where it matters. We don't have enough to completely plate the entire base in gold, but we will eventually. At least as everything continues. I also probably want to add... This is mostly just for aesthetic reasons, but... There. We'll set this to only be on at night. It's not really for any real reason other than just for funsies. Just to keep an eye on Experiment 52B. And it does look like all the other cabling is mostly completed. I do need this. And get that finished first, cleaning up purposes. How's the decor looking now? I see green! There's a little dot. There's a tiny dot of 50 right there. Well, it's kind of happening. It's gonna take a while. It is plus 19 on the stove. 17 more on my geode inventory is full. I got 5 more free spaces. Nice. Oh, we're slightly improving the base. It's still suffering. But it's better than what it was. Eventually this entire line will be removed, and then everything will be on this instead. A little bit. Eventually we'll just be moving the rest of it. I'm just trying to get it to where it's not, you know, negative 120. Like, I just need them with their suits to be positive by like 5. That's all that matters. Because when they're standing in the area, they're kind of getting up to, yeah, they're getting up to 56. So that's fair enough. Also, welcome back, Nebula. Yes, converting everything to gold does actually, for the most part, cancel it out. As you can see. That's mostly the plan, as you can see. We're already up to about 109. I think that these last 2 ones, their sleeping chambers will be fine. I'm also mostly getting this set up because these dupes are not staying here. This is my rocket crew, and the thing is eventually we will be bringing regular dupes in here. Probably just 2. I need really 2 farmers, and one of them needs to be a cook, and possibly 1 rancher. That's also going to be the mechatronics engineer. Ah, your spine does not use heavy watt? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, normally I always set up everything so that way I don't have to worry about moving it at a later date, which normally means everything is golden heavy watt, and then we just set everything on up with methane, because you can easily compress down natural gas by freezing it and into methane and then just shipping it everywhere. So everything eventually just becomes natural gas generators because, you know, they produce water and you don't really have to worry about it. But, you know, that's always far wrong side things. Have you used backup batteries as a panel storage? Yes, I have. Actually, should be on Chipotle. We have the good old towers. There you go. A good old tuning fork. And yes, it is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Technically speaking, you can push them in 2 tiles tighter, if you really wanted to do that. I always just feel like if you ever need to build one of these things, it's like, well, you're already having power problems, and you don't really care about it any other way, so screw it. But, yeah, these don't lose any actual joules over time, so there's no burn-off whatsoever, which is why they're perfect for actual base, like, power consumption. But yes, these bad boys are nuts. Your block of batteries and those rocket platforms don't need to be there. I know the rocket platforms don't need to be there. I just like having them be there. It's also really easy for me to explain how to build these for other people that have just popped in. They actually do not lose power, weirdly enough. It's like, you do have a power leakage, but for some reason it just doesn't actually leak power for some reason. I don't know if it's still bugged or not, but yeah. I mean, the devs really have never really been able to balance them other than make it so that way the amount of light being consumed is reduced. But yeah. I know. That's what we call game development. Actually, that's what we call Unity Bug Fest. Or Schrodinger's cat. Or Schrodinger's bug. Any of the 3. I mean, for God's sakes, we're still dealing with quantum tunneling crabs. Hellshot literally just got stabbed while working on the rock crusher by one of these guys just a bit ago. Yes, quantum tunneling crabs is still a thing. Quantum tunneling bees is still a thing. Generators that technically are producing power and don't actually consume anything, still a thing. Self-duplicating nuclear waste is still a thing. Sometimes this thing will just start randomly self-duplicating it. Yes, teleporting liquids and gases. Like, for the most part, I try to build my bases to a point where I can easily replicate it, and then I can also explain why we replicated it, even if it bugs out. Which, as duly noted, for anyone else that pops in here, I could just be like, yeah, you don't really need these, but you can just put these in, and then this is how you build them. Boom, done. And technically speaking, the most optimal version of solar panels is actually just a giant, like, pyramid. Because the actual power generation, this is the second most efficient. The other one's just a giant pyramid over the entire area of space. Yeah, I know. It runs in like a fifth dimension. Technically, what's happening is it's actually layered. Like that is the issue with ONI, is that to make this many planets run together, the whole game is built in layers. So, and then dupes and suits are on their own independent layer, which makes things even weirder. As my solar panels built, normally in your standard little triangle pyramid T-blocks. And then we also just normally use just standard ladders on up and then build it that way. But if you wanted the most efficient setup for a solar panel set, it's literally just doing this exact same pattern all the way up and then all the way back down. That is the most efficient space to power consumption that you can do. You can go slap it into a lab world with debug on and then run through it. And, oh, the length gap? The way that you calculate the actual length gap would just be based on the power connection. So make sure that the node for the power connection is exactly equal with this, and then that will give you the most efficient. Well, I should say the second most efficient. But it's always just to the actual power watt indicator. Oh, it's 3. It's technically 5 total for each pyramid. But yes. The only reason we're using this one is because we will be using our radioactive plants here. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, from the sides here, it's literally right up to the edge of the map. And then all of these are nice and neatly connected together. I do need to put some gas in here. And then some light for some of these. Which one of you was the one that needed no light? You're the one that needs light. You need illumination as well. No, they do not. It's just the solar panels. We head over. There we go. Because if these ones reduce light as well, down here would be 0. Because if I put another solar panel on it, then it goes poof. But yes, these do not reduce it. Oh, Grim. Welcome. And Peoples. Just answering questions about how to build giant solar systems. But yes, I would actually be really pissed if the batteries also consumed light. That would really suck. I would be like, ah yes, now I have to shrink these down even further so they're even less efficient. But then I would totally just pack them in tighter. Just say, fuck it, I don't care. I mean, right now, as you can see when we do the lighting, I can actually scoot these in 2 tiles closer, and it would still be fine. Just shove everything on one light. My base would implode. Please don't do that. Bang's head on my broken chatbot. Send help and foods and lots of booze. Oh no. I mean, you know I don't drink, but I'm not Bender. Sorry. But broken chatbot, what happened, Scar? What happened with your chatbot? Which one do you use? And yes, Nebula, that would be actual, like, panic. If I loaded into the game and everything was put on one layer, I would literally just be like, ah! I had to unlink it and relink it twice. Oh, no. Oh, stream elements. Gotcha. I just use Nightbot. That's not good. I'll bug you after stream. Yeah, they make everything act like a gas. Please, no. Nebula, do not give Cly any ideas on how to ruin everyone's base. Like, I know it would be an April Fool's thing, but Jesus Christ, please, no. I don't want my rocket just floating about. It would be terrible. It'd just be like, oh no. Oh god, no. That's actually terrifying to think about. Read all my VRM-based commands because none of them saved. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, that's bad. I am... oof. Yeah, bug me after stream in like an hour. Sorry, 2 hours actually. Oh, no. 5:54. We'll probably be ending around like 7:15. Sleep is too hard. Oh no, Stella. Stella down. I'm sorry. I hope you at least got some rest in. Half of them done, so it's not that bad. I make the dupe AI do something, everything in reverse. Nebula, please, God, stop giving Clay ideas. This does go up on YouTube. It's terrible. I don't trust the dupes already. Number one rule of ONI, never trust your dupes. Realize that they can get every job done, but never trust them. Making them do everything in reverse would be just terrifying. Have them done so it's not so bad, but yeah, no, that's terrible. Having to do all your redoing all of your commands again is just like oof. Oh God. I use the robo things. That's fair. I mean, I like the rovers are fantastic. Like, I just wish sweepies were better. I'm still annoyed the sweepies are just useless. I mean, they're cute. They can carry your space artifacts and bring the tour around, but they get scared through walls by critters that they can't see. Because they added a fear factor to the sweepies. Also, they can't climb anything, whereas rovers can roam all over your base without problems. My place is huge. My base is actually quite small because the map itself is actually a radioactive ocean, which is one of the harder maps to start. And for putting everything that you need inside of it, this is as crammed as I can possibly do it without completely cooling the entire core. By the way, this entire core of the planet was magma. I have cooled it down and removed it all, just to add space. I still have to clean out all the excess steam. I used to use them, though, through the community reward system, but after 2 broke after I reset them up. Yay. Nope. Making them normal chat commands. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I still gotta get better Twitch TV working. That's the one thing I need to give you guys access for. Like, I need to finish my emotes. I have to actually, well, the animated emotes. I have to finish my model, and I gotta get BTTV up. Like, I used to use it, but I haven't used it in a long time. My tiles by blowing up reactors. I could see that, but then on the other hand, that would just be so tedious. Like, don't get me wrong, what we had to do to clean up all the magma, yeah. To an extent, yeah. I've been working on one. My metal butt is pretty much like... I would probably say my my machine avatar is probably maybe 26% complete. 3D. I do 3D models for a living, for the most part, besides streaming. Like, streaming here is my hobby. It may eventually become my job. I don't know. But this has been my hobby for years. But I do 3D work, I do scene work, I do a lot of rigging. I'm normally on, I'm not really on call, but there is a group of artists I do work with that have called me up before on a regular basis for what I classify as emergency commissions. If they call me up for that, it's $25 an hour. I'm directly in communication with whatever the client is, whoever the client is, and then I just work through with them on their model, and then I get it shipped off. I've fixed up a couple of VTuber models now. I did Sume's. I've done a couple other people that just were like, my arm doesn't work. And I was like, okay, let's see what went wrong. And then a couple other ones have been, hey, I got a Fiverr commission for like $150. And I'm like, oh my God, what flaming garbage pile am I going to see today? And yes, I have worked on Scars a little bit. She still needs to tell me what outfit she wants. And yes, my world did a funny and didn't gen part of the Abyssalite for the core. Oh boy, I hate when it does that. I know you're indecisive. You're like my printing pod. Look at this thing. I got a Rowan with operating, but he loves machinery. He got -3 machinery. We love that liquid granite. Fair enough. You have an angel VTuber that's 2D? Oh yeah, I did see that. God. But yes, Scar, you're like my printing pod. You're indecisive. You make a duplicant that loves to do anything machine related, and then you make him be terrible at it. God damn it. And our Luddite cooking farming. Slightly better. Take the Sweetles. Sounds about right, yeah. That was actually the problem with pay. Just so you know, it took us an entire year to get a pay, and I did put your name on her. Let me go find her real quick. Every time that we got pay, the dupe, which was the new type of dupe that came out in October. of 2021. We got a new types of dupes, and then Pei, every time when she spawned, would spawn in with a really terrible negative, and then another negative that was directly against her interests in every way possible. And this happened for an entire year, until November last year. So it took past October, and we finally got her. But it was ridiculous. Thankfully, she actually spawned in pretty good. She got Quick Learner. Like, Shabby Dresser is the only negative. Quick Learner, Caregiver, Banshee, Balloon Artist. Your stats are actually coming along quite well. But yes, that drove me nuts. Like, I just wanted one of each of the new types of dupes. Took a year. Like 90% of them were anemic. It was terrible. It does. Also, when are the 4D VTubers coming? I have no idea. When people can actually get 4D streaming to actually function without imploding. Shabby Dressed and Quick Learner. Yes, exactly. It fits perfectly. I couldn't think of anyone else that would fit the dupe. So I just said, screw it, Scar, you're getting the pay I have waited a year for. Okay, the dupes have almost finished all of the extra ladders here and everything else. Get you to make a 9X model. If it's 3D work, sure. I work mostly in Blender and ZBrush. And then Maya is what I originally trained in. At least for... I mean, I'm not professionally trained, technically speaking. But yes. Yeah, when it comes down to it, I've been doing 3D work for... 2011? Yeah, 2011, 2012 was when I really started pushing into the 3D modeling and other stuff, like way back when Blender looked like garbage. And then it was really the only way to really work in 3D was to do Maya stuff, because it was like Maya 3D Studio Max. If it's a straight up model... Depends on how detailed it is. I would say probably 450 or above. If it's something super simplistic, it's easily like probably 350. Because you're looking at probably like 2 weeks worth of work. I would say most models with a rig from start to finish with multiple outfit sets. Just to start off with, you're looking at probably around 1,200 man hours. So I'm even lowballing it with that. Like it's a sad fact when it comes down to artists. If you're trying to get to an actual living wage, 25 bucks an hour is normal for me when it comes down to emergency commissions. If it's something pre-planned ahead of time, it's normally like probably 19 bucks an hour. That's normally what the group that I work with charges. Emergency is 25. Well, when you're dealing with an actual like full-blown model, if it's something simplistic or it's something just like, I don't know, cell-shaded setup, super low poly, you can probably, I could probably knock it out in like a week, but it would be really tight. That's why I'm always kind of iffy whenever it comes down to model work, because every single model is different. Every single piece of concept art that is thrown in my face and being like, can you make this? And it's like, well, yes, but you need to understand that I'm going to be working 8 hours a day on this until it's done. I will inform you when I start, when I finish, and you will get work in progress the whole way through until it's finished. And depending on how long that takes or how many changes that you want is how much extra time it's going to take, which is how much extra money it's going to cost. Which is why whenever I hear someone going like, oh yeah, I went to Fiverr, I got a personal model for like 150 bucks, and I'm just like, it's a flaming garbage fire. Because, you know, anyone who works on that one is a fucking scam. I swear to God. I fixed so many models that have been just, ugh. I think the worst part about when it comes down to 3D modeling is when you see other people working on models and then they end up using like Rigify, and then they don't change any of the parameters. That's probably one of the worst. You see Rigify, or you see what was the other one? Oh God, there's like 6 now. There's Amp, there's Rigify, there was Alfosto, and what was the other one? I haven't seen it in a while. Scar, don't you dare. But yes. If you do want one, like a full 3D model, Stella, what software are you using for actually like tracking? Number one. Number two, how complex are we talking? That kind of thing. Is again that you really got to think about that. I'll be honest, most custom models are probably like 1,200, depending on what it is. For the atoms to be animated, exactly. You're thinking my friend showed me? Okay. I would have to double check which one it was. Different softwares track differently, so they need different rig setups. Like if you're using VC Face specifically, that one can just run like an FBX file without any issues whatsoever. The only issue that you have to worry about is if the rigging on the shoulders is not the same width as the person, the tracking is gonna go to shit, like really badly. That was the one thing I've done some research into on when VC Face and a couple other ones where it's just like, if this is wrong or this is just not correct or it's not calibrated on the user's end, then your entire body is just going to flail around whenever you turn left or right slightly. it's going to look terrible. The money, nor do I want to waste time right now. Yeah, that's fair. I still have 2 scene commissions I need to finish before March. One's almost done. The other one's, I would say the other one's like 75% done. I just had one I have to actually get approval on the lighting, but once that's done, it's finished. Someone just wanted a park scene, and I was like, okay, can you give me more more explanation on this? And it's like, I want 2 ponds, a small little like pathway, and some benches. I was like, okay, more explanation would be great. Examples, anything, and they were like, oh, you can work with that. I know a perksy is a perksy, damn it. I was like, It's just like, they drove me nuts. You tell me how much it would be? Oh, creativity, but you don't like it. You reflect. Yeah, exactly. Again, I would say it's very ranging. Yes, I do. 1 second. Here. I have it differently just so that way people can't randomly pop it. It's also because, well, the only people that ever use my Discord anyway, at least at this time, is mostly for memes and for emotes. But yes, feel free to pop in there. I will get you members roll. There we go. I don't mind if anybody joins whatsoever. It's just really just the whole point of the Discord is just to get the rest of it working. I know, Atu. Oh God, I know. Trust me. I've worked with many people at this point where I'm like, just give me an example. Or if it's just working with their model in general that they already have, but something is wrong with it, then yeah. It gets a stick figure, that's it. I have thought about doing that to someone before. I got actually really pissed off a long time ago, like maybe 3 years ago, I think. No, 4. It was like 4 years ago. And they were just, all I can say on it, they wouldn't shut up about the hands. Like, their hands were fucked on the model because they used Rigify. And they didn't do any, like, whoever the original artist was, I don't even know. All I know is I got handed a model where Everything else worked, but then the hands didn't, like, at all. And I was like, okay, I'll fix them. I changed it. And then they were like, well, they're too thin. And I was like, they're the same mesh. Nothing has changed. I just fixed the rig. And then they were like moving them. And they were like, well, it feels too thin. I'm like, that's what the model was. So I went back, expanded them a little bit, actually adjusted the mesh, fixed all the vertices, made it so it wouldn't clip into itself. And then they were still like, it's still too thin. I'm like, I am going to slap you. I was seriously tempted to just give them like, just put default cube on the wrists and just leave it at that. I didn't do it, but I really thought about it. It's like, no, that's what I mean. I was just like, okay, fine. Seeing it's just cubular design, I'll just take the default cube, attach it to the wrist, and then call it a day. And I was just like, I stop being assholes about this. Also, why? What are you doing? He's just running off to the bathroom when he should be coming down here to use the bathroom. Is the other one? Hold up. Let me check. Bathroom's disabled. Okay, why are you going in here? Hold up. Emraith, what are you doing? Okay, now I think he figured it out. Yeah, he had a moment where he's like, wait a minute. Also, I need to queue up more food shipments. Let's see. Yeah, it was super annoying. I don't know what was going on with that one, but yeah, it was a problem. Also, so let's see here. Let me make sure I get this all set up, and then I will check on your message, Stella. Not that. Pickled meal, high priority. We need to do... We'll do 55 kilograms. Minimum mass launch, I need to set for 54. Make sure, let's see here. Edible. Pickled meal. High priority. Also, that is still on sweep only. Yes. You should not be. I had fun on an ONI tick lag. Hey, if you pick up a pan and quickly drag, they just stack on each other. Oh god. Oof. 10 accelerators, nice. Let's see. The hair would be rough, but not terrible. Outfit design wise is not too complex. I'm gonna probably have to say, like, I'm probably lowballing it, even if you weren't going to me or someone else. I would probably say like 900 man hours. Maybe less. If I had a baseline anime style, if I had a baseline anime model that I had already worked on, I would probably use that as an actual like handicap to quick through it. So that would probably cut like 400 hours off of it. But if I didn't have that, you're probably looking at maybe 850. You're looking at least 10 days of work. I would probably say like probably like $600 is what you would look at for a model like that if you're doing full custom and directly to the source. You can try it in space. Want to see if it works for me? It might. Yeah, still, I'd probably say like 600 is probably what you're looking at for that. I would personally say though, if you are looking for someone to do a 3D model of yourself, you probably want to look for someone that has already done and like anime models in general. And the main reason being is if you can find someone who has roughly about the same kit set where they've already built a model and they're using it as a base, that would dramatically cut down on the price. When it comes down to anime models, it's pretty easy to find people that actually do that. So you could probably kick it down to like maybe 400 if you're already running with a base. I think the biggest issue would be the hair, and obviously the outfit is pretty complex. That would just be my recommendation. Obviously, do not do this on Fiverr. Do not bullshit your way through that. Personal recommendation, I hate to say it, look through Twitter and look for 3D artists that actually have a repertoire and also have done this kind of stuff before. Because if they have a base, normally going to be cheaper because it'll be faster for them to get it done. Okay, we've already got our 55 kilograms. Do we have enough rad balls? How much cost? Yes, we do. Okay. We do this. I'm just making sure we get more food over to our dupes over there so they don't have to come back yet. Because obviously they're not making enough food yet because the Pakus have not fully matured yet, which is a problem. Let's pack in our extra gold as our filler launch material. And that should get going. A good way to transport stuff is a goddamn railgun. I approve completely. I love these things. Like in all honesty, I love these things. Like the interplanetary launcher, aka the interplanetary railgun, chef kiss. Fantastic. Love them. Okay. Should be enough extra filler when we get more rad bolts. Will happen in about 10 seconds. So that should be sent on its way. And what, I don't even know, man. Like, they're ridiculous. I know. It's like it's capable of just like rotating up and then shooting instantly with having, yeah, like watch. Like this thing should just absolutely destroy itself when it starts shooting railguns that are capable of going interplanetary. I mean, yeah, sure, we're technically on an asteroid, but it's like the dupes are still strapped to the ground, which means there's still gravity. I have no idea how much mass this thing's hurling into space. Not to mention, it's currently getting powered by radioactive material, like a particle accelerator. So it's like, my best guess is neutronium, just like the suits. Stuff is, you know, immeasurable, impenetrable. I know they only weigh 30 kilograms, but they can also carry around, you know, almost a ton of material. And it doesn't even impact their ability to do anything, and they're technically capable of carrying it without any issues. Which is terrifying. They can survive at absolute zero, and they get technically hypothermia, but it can't kill them. They can survive up to 60 degrees in liquids and 80 degrees in gas, centigrade. If they're in a neutronium suit, then they can survive up to 1,099.9 degrees centigrade. Which is also nuts. That should totally be launching all of that. May have put too much gold in for our filler and it's ended up taking it as a primary. Cheapy. You're gonna be here for a while. We're a bit longer. That your eyes won't close. That's fair. Let's see. Is there any dupes having a, hold up, I want to look for something. Any of you having an overjoyed reaction? Fuck, it's randomly injured again. Ah, yes, here we go. I was looking for it. Hello, Cam. Crazy, IWCG, is currently sparkle streaking. Means if I do this, he's currently completely blissed out of his mind. No problem, Stella. If you're dealing with any sort of really heavy-duty, like, large-scale commission pieces that are completely custom from scratch, you're probably looking at, like, over $1,000. Like, as I said, you probably want to look for someone that does it regularly and has a base. And again, stay away from anything. If anything seems like it's too good to be true, stay away from it. There's a lot of scammers out there when it comes down to it. I know, being so happy that your dopamine levels have literally hit like critical mass and somehow you're just blitzed out into oblivion. I mean, the crazy thing is whenever you get a Sparkle Streaker really going like this, their ability in athletics is just, it skyrockets. He's moving around at 320% movement speed. Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that to yourself. I agree with Hordes completely. That's a good another needs. Nice, 750. Very nice. Yes. I still don't know what the heck causes them to do that, but man, the dupes really go completely nutty. Was done for 300. Was it a 2D model, I'm assuming? Okay, yeah, that's fair. 3D is definitely going to cost more than a 2D. Mostly because you can use the if you already have a commission piece that is properly posed, it's much easier to build like a live 2D model than it is to build something in Blender. Because again, the rigging process is much faster in a 2D model than it is for a 3D. Obviously, like I took Sume's commission piece originally with permission from the original artist anyway and from Sume who bought it. And I actually converted all of, like, I fully redid large portions of his entire model. And that was a 2D model. That was actually the first one I ever did of a 2D model. But I redid the entire model itself, like the actual image, because his entire, he was at a 3/4 image. And then I had to redo the entire thing. Thankfully it all worked out, but man, that took forever. Because he wanted it exactly in the style of the other artist, and the other artist doesn't know how to do 2D, like, you know, live 2D models. So that was fucking hard. But did it, and it works. But it's just like, yeah, no, that was rough. When it comes to the 3D models, way easier for me to do than 2D. Especially if it's something where it's like, I can't work from scratch. I have to do it from an existing thing, and the existing thing isn't capable of being done without extreme changes. 2D, 3D, and PNG. Ah, gotcha. That is fair. I just have 1,000 athletics and I still got the fucking long commute shit. Oh, bro. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you still gotta add the, like, we're still getting long commutes. But it's one of those things where you're just like, long commutes in this map is not really gonna be that much. Yeah, Lexreal has the highest with Keo. I think Keo, it's because they have to go all the way to their bed. Yeah, farming supply, downtime toilet, cooking supply. Storing dirt, 0.7. Boon. Carbon dioxide. Yeah, relaxing is their highest one. See, this is where I'm just like, ah, yes, they're having very high commute values. They're relaxing. Their commute to relax is the longest one. That's when you're like, bruh. Game, I automated everything. The dupes are relaxing and having a hard time walking to get to the relaxing room. God damn it. I'm playing Wally at this point. Goddamn dupes. I know. Yeah, they move faster than the damn tubes and they still can't get the stuff they need fast enough. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I always find it funny for all my long commute bases because it's almost all everything is automated. Everything to the best of my ability is automated except for the stuff that can't be. And in due process, it just results in the dupes like wanting to run to the relaxation chamber, which is right here with all the pips, and that is the longest trek that they have to do. I don't like my angel VTuber most because everyone tells me I'm no angel. Bruh, that's funny. Despite if I made them phase through walls, it would still not be enough. That I feel that. I actually feel that one. God damn it. Uh, that hurts. That actually hurts. Because it's just like, that is relatable. Okay, why have they not sent this? That's 55 kilograms. I mean, I do destroy all of them in card games with no mercy. That's fair. You know what? That's completely fair. Teleportation is the only option, but we all know they would walk instead of using Yeah, they would. They would. They would absolutely try to pathfind before they do anything else. Even if, unless you lock them in a box where they can't walk, is the only way to do it. So I really need to offload this there real quick. Do one. There we go. There's 2. 20 kilograms. Come on. That's funny. Okay, we need more radioactive mass. And wait on this to fill. We're mostly charging this up so that way we can send the meat over. I don't feel like sending 200 kilograms of meat, or meal anyway, at once, because it's normally not a good idea to do that. But in this case, the thing is just like, I don't want to be a filler today. There we go. Yeah, I know, 200 kilograms of meal per second is just like, I don't want to do that. I think that would require, what, 5 cooks? Maybe 5 cooking ranges running the what was that? The sleet wheat burgers. That'd be the only way to even keep up with something like that. And even then, it would still, like, I don't know how the hell you would eat a system like that. There we go. Yeah, that would be nuts. Long lost fair up goat. Wait, when did you get goat? Okay, so they did shoot off some of it. That's pretty funny, though. Come on, load. Oops, load the cannon. No. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, we're still close. I need to load up cobalt, I guess. Pretty sure I fired most of the gold over. Let's load up the cobalt instead. I need to read my mouse movements and adjust the DPI until it thought it was perfect for me. That's kind of neat. Ended up with 2,450. Oh god. I mean, I have 2,000. I have 2,400 as my highest pip ratio on my mouse, but that's like 7 deep. Okay. Let's load up the extra cobalt. Tell me if I played meta, it wouldn't be fair. That's fair. I mean, I'll be honest, whenever we in the BFF community, whenever we do any game that I know that I've played before, I normally forced to have a handicap myself because everyone's just like, "No, clunkers, you're not allowed." It's like, "But why?" And it's just, "No." We know what happens. Don't even think about it. Okay, but Dan, that mouse to glide, that's fair. This should be the last input before it fires. Really? It only needs 90 rad bolts to launch. Oh, I played Total War? Which one? Hey, you're not gonna shoot? Or did you? No, it fired. It didn't animate. All of them? Tell where Shogun it though. Oh, so good. I've not played all of them. I've only played a couple. But I do definitely like them. I'll take Fallen. Oh, hey, congratulations. You finally got your shoes upgraded to where it doesn't kill you anymore. Good job, Atu. It's like... Yeah, I know. They are totally worth it. 100%. Okay, let us check our path of our shells here. I should mention you can, in ONI, you can track all of your artillery shells that you're firing at planets, which is really nice. 1, 2, and 3 in Rome was meh, though. I don't think I actually did Rome. You need to be active, or can I just jump? You can just jump. It won't do anything once you get that upgrade. It's just like playing regular Trove. Just for a history lesson here. Old Trove used to have fall damage, just like Cube World does. They got rid of that thing, like, I think 8 years ago, but then they put it back into the game for the Geode Underground. So, you had to actually get the Rocket Boots upgrade. Yeah, I did. You could totally, like, fall off and just insta-die. I think the best part is when you bit the bullet from fall damage, you just explode it. Yeah, it did. I've seen many of people just die from either wall collisions or falling until they finally removed it. And then they put it back in just for the Geode Underground, but then there's an upgrade that gets rid of it. Because they realized how crappy it actually was. I think I had to die from. Yes, I always thought that was funny. But yes, we have food inbound. It'll be here shortly. All of our Paku are doing quite well. I do need to scoot these other ones over, though. So, one moment. And we've got all their eggs. Oops. Bring them over. Fall damage is the one other thing that has killed me. In yes. 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 I think the best part's in Trove, because, again, everyone is voxels. So, if you dive while you're, playing in Trove, your character is made of pieces that just explode. So when you hit the ground really hard back then, you would just kaboom. It was always funny to see body parts just flying everywhere. Like, I've seen so many people die in that game. Biohazardous animal lover with suit wearing athletics 9. That's not bad. Nyctophobic, starry-eyed, green thumb. Good on Herald. Meat came in with quick learning and shabby dresser, which, again, pretty good dupe, but no good interests. Damn it. Steve is not bad, though. I don't think we really have space for him right now. Probably not. I mean, to be honest, if you decided to play Trove right now, you wouldn't need to restart at all, because the entire progression system was reset, pretty much. They added crystal gems, which can be upgraded from previous gems, but the entire progression tier is, like, at the end was completely redone. And it's way faster. Oops. Get all the eggs. Oh, gotcha. You would be a console refugee. You'd have to start over on PC in general. Yep. That would be a complete restart. They still have no plans, just like Tryon did, about making any kind of cross save or anything like that. So yeah, that would definitely be someone who has to migrate over. The good news is all of us streamers who do stream Trove, we will gladly carry anyone who does that. We know how long it takes when it came down to when we were progressing. I'm just grateful it's way faster than what it used to be. I do wish that they would do cross-save for that one. Okay, let us sweep the entire base and that. Okay, let's see. What other power lines do I need to connect stuff to? You need a connection point. I mean, I do that every Wednesday and Friday. We do it here on stream. It's not a big deal. Yeah, if you ever end up doing that, then by all means. Oh, pet dragon, which one? I've been working on getting all the dragons done. It is, it's like 4 years now in the making. Ah, the red, okay. Nice. Primordial red one, I'm assuming? Okay, that should be all the wiring that we need. I think. Go check on the reactor. Let me make sure that we're still doing good. Oh, we're so close to 65k. Oh, so close. Lawyers in 7 seconds and got top ranking. Nice. Yeah, you're gonna be in for a shock when you pop in on Wednesday. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like that's yeah. Okay, so all of our failsafe systems have all been working. Nothing has broken. Temperatures are safe, I think. Oh, thank goodness. Oh yeah, yeah, no, it does. Yeah, there was many really quirky things that you could do in the past. I could get some insane speeds. I don't think we've picked up any other new plant yet. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's still technically a thing. I mean, you can actually one-shot certain things. I still don't... Why are you guys going in here? I'm assuming... Oh, okay, you're going in there for the iron still. Okay. It's like... I know that there's still some resources in there, but I keep seeing people run in there that it's like... Oh, gotcha. Well, here's the good news. If you do end up playing Trove again, Gunslinger is getting a rework soon. It's on the test server right now. Cleaning that up. Have we gotten the food yet? We have acquired the food. Oops. Bring me the food. So I need to make sure that the edibles are not selected. Because I don't want it accidentally getting sucked up into the system. Okay, yeah, we're good. You would love Shadowhunter now. Like, seriously, you would love Shadowhunter now. Ooh, I need to empty that storage. We're actually getting pretty full. Oh, we have Crystal 4 now, which is way above Stellar back in the day. Oh, man. Yeah, what they did with Shadowhunter, I'll put it this way. Whoever works at GameCo, who is left over from Trove, they actually play classes, like at endgame. Whoever that guy or girl is, they knew exactly how people played it. No, I know. It's 760 rounds per minute. And the Shadowhunter has piercing. They made it so that way the left click attack can go through all walls. It no longer gets stuck on things. You can just shoot through dungeon floors and ceilings and walls. Yeah, they added piercing. They also gave Shadowhunter a roll that increases movement speed. You know how we used to do the jump attack where you would jump and then do that? Yeah. Shadowhunter is my main. I've been playing Shadowhunter before the class gem when it first released. Its left click now goes through walls. The minigun goes through everything, like butter. They did a rework for it. It's fantastic. Also, you have Seekers, which if you right click, after you get 5 charges, they will automatically deploy off your character and hunt down the closest target and just explode. You can get 5 of them per set. But yes, you'll see it on Wednesday. It's very fun. Okay, food has been acquired. I'm just waiting to see how much actual kilocalories we actually got, because both of them should be on their way. Goes. Be 110, 113. Good, good. Okay, Dupes, I need you to... Okay, manual use disabled there. Bring me the pickled meal. Oh, no, you're fine. I personally have no complaints when asking questions about any game that we have here on the channel. At any point. If you're playing Auction Not Included, you can ask me about anything else, or Auction Not Included, or just my opinion on anything that you want. I have no complaints with that. There we go. Pretty sure we packed everything in. There we go. But no, I am perfectly fine with that, and that's for anybody. And any game that, again, that we play here. If it's a game I have never played, I will check it out. If it looks appealing, we might actually play it at some point. If it doesn't look appealing, we won't. But yeah, no. I'm perfectly fine with anything. I will admit, there are actually quite a few people probably here in chat that are actually probably asleep now. Have I played Stellaris? Yes. I'm not really that much of a 4X person. But, yes, in general, I know that there are many people lurking, and that is perfectly fine. I know a lot of people actually like to fall asleep to just listening in on any stream. I will look for someone to host after this. I may actually end up hosting Shizzle, but I have no idea what he's playing. He did just queue up that he was actually streaming something. Oh, he's doing Hitman. We'll probably host him later. We got about 20 minutes before we finish up tonight. I just want to make sure that all of our food is properly stored in our fridge. I should mention that our fridge right now is currently negative 24 degrees and all CO2, which means that all the food is frozen, so there's no decay, and it's also in a sterile environment. So all of this food will never go bad. I'm just having fun stuff in the background while doing other things. That is completely fair. I do know that people do come in here and fall asleep, which, again, by all means, if you want to use that as a meditative aid, you're free to do so. It's because you put twitch.tv. Oh, hordes. Oh, dear. If you didn't put the period, you would have been fine. Oh, well. But yeah, feel free to ask anything that you want still. Or anyone here. It's not. It is literally here to stop when we have to deal with other bots. Because again, like my timescale, at least as of right now, we've been doing this for a couple years now, is that we always stream from about 8 p.m. Central to 7 a.m. Central Time. And the problem with that, though, is that we get a lot of bots here. You have a flying potard? Nice. But yes, we do end up getting a lot of bots. It's normal. I expect it. I do clean out the bots every week. If any of them end up following, I normally just remove them just because we have the better Twitch commands. So it's always a good idea to do that. But for the most part, it's pretty, it's normally calm here. I think we've only ever had to deal with, like, possibly, like, I did have to deal with a hate raid a while back, but that was mostly just because if you were doing anything 3D work related, like back in 2021, and you were streaming it on Twitch, it didn't matter what it was. There was that, like, incident that happened, and then they just bot spam just blew up, which is why we stopped doing anything Blender related on stream. Was because of that. I got a warning from Twitch saying like, "Hey, be careful about that. It's all bullshit, but just be careful. You can end up, you're gonna get spammed." And it's like, "Okay, cool." And then we just axe that from normal normal stuff. It swims and it flies and it floats. But yeah, that was definitely one of those weird ones where it was just like happened to a different Twitch streamer, and then it applied to everyone on the platform that did anything 3D related for like 6 months. That was actually when I really did push into just setting up Nightbot properly, so that way we wouldn't have to deal with that as much. And thankfully, he's been pretty good about it. I like Nightbot. And then, have we broken... we're so close. We're so close to breaking 65k. Character names and the priest code. Holy flex tape. Bruh. Or it's what the hell. Just put some flex tape on it. It'll be fine. It's just a flesh wound. Going for a walk and then more regrinding and praying to Jesus. Yeah. One big streamer saying one thing everyone has to, yeah, pay with the hate bot raid stuff. Yeah. It was just, it just happened because it wasn't even like a big streamer saying one thing. What happened was back then there was a streamer who was doing game art design, and he was actually like modeling clothing onto a female model, and then he got spammed because, you know, they were like, "Oh, it's NSFW." And he got, you know, he actually got banned for like a week, and then Twitch had to, you know, get involved, and then the freaking spam bots came out, and it was just like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." Warrior, I'm dying. Help, priest. Let me heal you. Slaps flex tape on the wound. Warrior looks confused. Yes, accurate. But yeah. I completely agree with that, Hards. That is a great name for a priest. Period. Priest or a cleric. I wouldn't say a paladin. Is that would imply that his shield is just duct tape. Like, in all honesty. that would be a good combo name, though. Where it says cleric sucks. Yes. I agree with that sentiment. Oh, God. That is funny. But yes, if you had someone else, I will admit this, if you had someone else, because you have the Holy Flex Tape Priest, for whatever reason, your Paladin probably needs to be the Holy Duct Tape. Otherwise, that needs to be the Rogue. And the only reason being is instead of Holy, it should just be H-O-L-E. Like, but either way, that's pretty funny. Like, God. I can't believe you got that though. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. Good job, Horns. For life, next paladin will get that name. Good. Good. I don't know why you have so many paladins, but that sounds like a paladin addiction more so than anything else. That's mildly concerning, Hordes. I need to clean up the polluted water in there, but I don't want anyone going near the... damn it. I like crusading. Fair enough. I have a thing to link you then. I'll link it later. Use Divine Smite on all opponents. It's just the flex tape being thrown in their face. Okay, I'm gonna have to be very careful with this. Because I don't want any dupes going up here, because they will get actually slapped by the Experiment 52B tree. Thing's passive unless a dupe gets near him. I think that's a lot of damage. Yes. I was going to make that comment, but I felt that was way too low-hanging fruit. Warrior takes 3 damage and somehow dies? Yep. God, that's sad. And funny. I approve. Okay, this should now be safe. Eventually I will need to clean up all of this extra wiring, but yeah. Oh god, no. Never make fun of healers. I'm normally playing a healer. And Flex State Beam was trending too? Probably. I mean, it's still a good one. As I said, though, it's just... Yeah. It's such a low-hanging fruit there. Of course they do. They literally, like, they hold the hands of their team, and if they decide to fuck up, then everybody dies. It's like... They're friendly until they aren't, and then everybody will die because of that mistake. Okay, I need to move this battery. It's driving me nuts. Put it here instead. Yep. Able to get Mastery 50 Geode as the amount of run cores. You should be able to. I mean, the event's really good in Trove right now. GameGo did not skimp on the Valentine's Day, which is good. I make a thumper. Path Painter is the one that you want to upgrade first. I would say that that's probably the best one to get. Just in general. Oh, crap. I forgot about the bridge. There we go. We're just slowly rewiring everything tonight. There we go. Yeah, we just need 2 more wire bridges made out of gold, and we should be doing a lot better. The entire power grid is also kind of a mess right now because I need to actually take a heavy watt wire and I need to take it through the base to the left side of the base and then connect it up. The only reason being is that the amount of space that we actually have on this planet is tiny. And I need to be building rockets here. So we'll only really be able to fit Radbolt engines due to their smaller space requirements. But the exhaust goes pretty much to here. So I can't... I could technically take a power line here, but then it would cross here and get caught on pretty much melted. Imagine being so happy you forget you're on the road. That would be a concern. That would be like... Yeah, that would be a Sparkle Streaker duplicate, literally. The amount of dopamine in your entire body is literally just like acting like cocaine. That would be terrifying. As we saw earlier, Sparkle Streaking is technically one of the scariest things that you could see. See if I can find one. Yep. Bear is doing it now. Hello, Cam. Oh, man down. Yep, he had 0% stamina. Just went until he went down. Oh, man, get up. There you go. See how fast you are. Hold up. I am gonna move him to the bedroom. Let's see. I can feel my frames dipping. Oh, that would suck. Yep. Yep. Bear is quite quick. Zero. He's even slowed down in the suit, and it just doesn't... he doesn't care. Oh, I think he finally burned out. Sparkle Streaker boost ran out. We're level 1, there should be easy upgrade few levels and get mastery. Yes, yes, definitely do that. Oh, good, good. I do need Grim to actually level their athletics a little bit more. They're at 13, they need to go to 20. Get to the car, but your engine is missing? Oh my god. That would be... That's like missing a catalytic converter level of oh shit. So close. Yeah, that would be terrible. That's like having a runaway steam explosion in my base. That would be bad. How's Ickelin doing now? Okay, food has been taken care of. We have puppet princes everywhere. They really need to be detained. I only need one, so we'll have to move them out. I will allow the dupes to go in there. This does need to be eventually powered on now that we've got everything else taken care of. Bring that over and there. That's grass, but in the grass. Oh. Stella, no. Ew. Ew. That's just a... Why? Why you do this? Just asking for it, though. Like, ah, yes, I went out to touch grass. Immediately went back inside. Why? You don't want to know. Okay, let's get our bridges back up and running. Eventually we will pop the tungsten volcano. I think, as I said before, this is going to be the hardest one because this needs to stay a vacuum. We will be moving 3,726.9 degrees centigrade tungsten out of this area inside of a vacuum tube in limited quantities to melt the inside of a rocket. Obviously, I will build a new one, but we will be trying to melt this exact tile. So everything around it will be as heat resistant as I can possibly make it, and the entire bottom of the rocket's going to give out. Which will be great, because then we can build a giant space station. But I do have to literally melt a hole. Hailstorm, but the store is about to close. Ooh. Did you go by car or did you walk? Both of which are equally painful. I mean, I had to ask. You're the one prefacing random examples and scenarios. Oh, yeah. But as I said, did you walk or did you take the car? You still didn't answer. I do think it does, though. Exactly. It's slightly more emotional damage. I know. Get the wrong liquid in? No. I mean, if you walked, you can always find somewhere else to hide. But if you took a car, you know your car is going to take some serious damage. That's why it's still technically different. And both of which suck. We will need to come back in here soon and then fix that up. Probably overpressurize the base and then do it. That way we don't have to worry about the hydrogen going anywhere. There we go. Okay, battery reestablished. Power grid network actually looking quite clean. I gotta clean this all up. Why am I awake? I don't know. Like you're having fun. There we go. Okay. Eggs deployed. This will get done later. The fridge is all full. I have a ton of energy? No idea then. Second wind, I guess. It happens. Like, I will be fully honest, as much as I have streamed over the years, getting a second win, like, right before you're done definitely has a thing. He's kicking in. Oh, no. Let's see. Dupes, can you guys move the extremely large quantities of refined metals out of the airlock? That would be great. I just dropped them there. Yeah, well. Hey, the gold pit's finally finished. Good job, buddy. I do need to move frags, I think. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we have nowhere to sleep. That's fine. I'm still debating about how we're going to do the fish tank. Because I do have a primary fish tank over here. And it is working very, very well. As you can see, there is many, many, many Paku in one single tile. Yep. Eventually we'll probably get up to like 60 in that one style, and then I gotta worry about it. But until then, I think we're perfectly reasonably fine. Nope. Is Stamwraith having a moment again? And where are you? I knew it was you. It's always you. Outback is online? Roger that, Ords. Let me queue up all of our medical stuff, because I will be ending here in just a minute. Oh, we actually have quite a few injuries. There we go. Once the cycle turns over, because we're going to be hitting 1,900. I also have to finish it off for everybody here on YouTube and on Twitch. There we go. Cycle 1,900 achieved. Ah, feels good. I flexed it to those poorly injured bastards. I have Commander Hellshot for that. He is my medic. And my doctor. He's very good with this. But yes. I think that is all she wrote for tonight. The sun is currently coming up. It is 7:02 in the morning. And we made it to a pretty good milestone of 1,900 cycles. As a medic. I know. I literally could not make that shit up. I was like, wait. Commander Hellshot was on my list. And congratulations, you got to be the doctor. It was perfect. But yes, we made a lot of progress tonight. I am actually very happy with that. We have completely redone the entire grid. Feels good. Okay, cycle confirmed. I am content with that. There we go. Make sure to turn that off. Okay, chat, and for the YouTube people, I will be getting these episodes uploaded Sunday, aka now today, and on Monday we will be probably going for 112. But that should be episode 109, 10, and 11, which will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And for everyone that's actually seeing this, this one will be on Wednesday. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully I will catch you guys on Monday.